I'm like, what? He hands me the phone, and I was like, hello? And I heard, hi, who's this? And I was like, this is Zac Efron. I'm a massive fan, and I'm an actor, and you're like my hero. And I didn't know what to say. I was like I was just at a loss for words, and I was freaking out. Like, I just talked to Micheal Jackson. He's my hero. I was tripping. And he goes, oh, this is Zac from High School Musical? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I love what you do. I'm a huge fan. I love what you do. And I lost it. I lost my balance. I think I fell over into the wall. I was like, you know who I am? And I just started crying. I was a mess. Like, literally, I was just making a fool out of myself. I like slid down to the floor pathetically and professed how much I loved him. Said, like, you're my hero. You're the reason I do what I do. Like, thank you so much, Micheal, for everything. And thanks for showing me how to dance, how to be, you know, how to believe in myself, how to I don't know, how to shine, you know. And that made him cry. Both crying to each other on the phone. And he ended the whole phone call conversation with something along the lines of, hey, Zac. And I like stopped crying for a second. He was like, isn't it awesome? And I was like, what? And he goes, dreams really do come true, don't they? And I was like, oh, I was like, Micheal, you can't say things like that. You're killing me, man.
Micheal Jackson's album Escape came out this week.
I know. I've been listening to it this morning.
I'm so excited about a new Micheal Jackson song. And I heard he was like a big inspiration for you. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true. I mean, like, I was raised on Micheal. I had like one CD in my car growing up. That was, my mom would drive me everywhere. So in her car, we had one CD. That was Micheal Jackson Greatest Hits. That was it.
Like this gentleman right here on the cover of your favorite, and this is another gift for you.
Wow.
Some Micheal Jackson.
Some Micheal Jackson.
On the cover of
Rolling Stone. What issue is this?
From 19...
This is number 81.
From 71.
From 71. I mean, I just finished watching the Off the Wall documentary, and if you ever think you're doing well in your career, you should definitely go watch that, because you're absolutely nowhere near what this guy was doing. Why does this 11-year-old stay up past his bedtime? Because he is the greatest entertainer of all time, and that's what you have to do. You know, you have to push yourself, and he pushed himself further and further. Did things that I can't even comprehend, like choreographed dancing, and all instruments, like playing instruments, everything. I mean, he was just he was the greatest.
따라하세요. 시작. 점프. 차. 이거 좋아. 이거. 예. 마이크를 해요.
I feel that he's done so much for the world in a whole, not just for America, but other countries, and trying to heal and trying to help. And I can't believe the way they're doing him. I mean, he's not guilty yet. He's just been accused, accusations, and people already, making him guilty like that. And I don't appreciate that, because he's done so much as far as music, as far as helping the world, as far as kids, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let him be found guilty before y'all can, do him like that. He's not been found guilty. And people coming down on him like that, but I'm with him. I got his back.
You know, Michael Jackson, his music, his spirit represented love and peace around the whole world, and it influenced me in what I do, you know what I'm saying? So for me to come through is just showing love and respect and paying homage to a great artist who meant so much to music in general and the people.
Just rolling down the street. Say what? Sipping on, laid back, trip.
Right now it's about Michael Jackson, his birthday, us celebrating, keeping his spirit alive, and they gave me a glove. I'm gonna take this to the house.
Say Michael Jackson!
Michael Jackson was, he was an inspiration to, I mean, not only me, but my whole family and everyone around me. And he was more than that. He was just like, he gave me hope, and he was someone that, he's an icon. So like, every time that I go out on stage, every time I go out and I perform, I'm always trying to, you know, be the best, and that's what he always did. He was always striving to be the best, and there's never going to be another Michael Jackson as long as, you know, anyone lives. So I think that he's just incredible, and it's an honor to be here. I wish I would have been able to meet him. It was really sad that, you know, as soon as I basically released my first single was the week he passed. So like, it was really unfortunate, but you know, I feel like I know it's just really sad. That was one person I really wanted to meet.
What other musicians and entertainers in general would you say you're kind of modeling your career after, both in terms of music and in terms of business?
I mean, for me, it's like, it's only one person. It's like, you know, everything that I do is kind of modeled after Michael Jackson. So.
And tell me a little bit about why and like how that inspiration came about.
Not only like was he, you know, a great dancer, great performer, a great entertainer, you know, everything he did, you know, he made a charitable aspect out of it. You know, he was so, you know, he was a philanthropist. You know, he was that guy who gave back with everything, and you know, people saw that and really loved it. So.
You know, Michael Jackson's also, I think a lot of people don't really give him full credit, but he was a pretty shrewd businessman too. You know, tell me a little bit about that. Is that part of the kind of emulation model there?
You know, well, he's always teaching me things, and he wants me to, you know, be knowledgeable about my business and know what I'm actually doing, and not just be one of those artists who just, you know, lets everybody else take care of it. He wants me to actually be, you know, a mini mogul myself.
And you know, Usher is my mentor, you know, so this is big. And you know, again, thank all my fans, my family, everybody. I want to thank Michael Jackson, because without Michael Jackson, none of us would be here. So thank you so much.
Today's the day, January 26, 2012. Michael Jackson immortalized. His name in the home stretch.
Michael, I love you.
My life and creativity, it's been challenging. Yeah, it's been challenging and everything, but I was able to ascend to massive levels of heights and never stop, right? Because of the foundation that my mother and my father and my grandfather laid through civil rights, what Michael Jackson did with music videos and the ground he broke. There would be no Kanye West if it wasn't for Michael Jackson. That allowed.
Nicole from Manhattan asks, who's the most famous person that you've wanted to meet but haven't yet? That is a good question. Well, I would have loved to meet. I would have loved to have met Michael Jackson, just because he was such a perfectionist in the way that he worked, and yeah, just a real legend. So it would be amazing to have met him.
this broken heart and a washed out dream. They follow each other on the witches' lane because they got nowhere to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make it. Will you sing a Micheal Jackson song in memory of him yesterday? Make a change. It's God. not in love. How could this be? You're not here with me. Can never say goodbye. Someone tell me why. Did you have to go and leave my world so cold? Every day I sit and ask myself, how did love slip away? And someone whispers in my ear and says, you are not alone. I'm here with you. And though you're far away, I'm here to stay.
Not many artists out there who could say that they were not inspired in some way or influenced or even entertained by Michael Jackson in his greatness. You know, the world suffered an incredible loss last year. One of the greatest entertainers to ever live. And I was able to pay tribute to him at his memorial.
Now, what was that like?
Man, it was very hard. It was very difficult because I think the song spoke to the reality, I think that was in everybody's heart, that, you know, Michael was a young icon, you know, and his life, it came at an unexpected time for everyone. It was almost unbelievable. You know, I really felt like he was gone too soon. But being able to pay tribute in that way, I feel like, you know, begin to allow people to begin to mourn and get to a place, get to a better place, because I do feel like he's in a better place.
1, 2, 3. Dum dum da di do do da di do do. Dum dum da di do do da di do. Dum dum da di do do da di do do. Dum dum da di do do da di do. They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see you, bitch, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and their words so rousing clear. So beat it, just beat it, just beat it, just beat it. You better run, you better do what you can. Don't wanna see no problem, be a macho man. You wanna be touched, better do what you can. So beat it, just beat it. But you wanna be bad, beat it, beat it.
Okay, here we go again. Michael Jackson was born in August 1958. So was I. Michael Jackson grew up in the suburbs of the Midwest. So did I. Michael Jackson had 8 brothers and sisters. So do I. When Michael Jackson was 6, he became a superstar and was perhaps the world's most beloved child. When I was 6, my mother died. I think he got the shorter end of the stick. I never had a mother, but he never had a childhood. And when you never get to have something, you become obsessed by it. That when he sang a song at the ripe old age of 8, he could make you feel like an experienced adult was squeezing your heart with his words. That the way he moved had the elegance of Fred Astaire and packed the punch of Muhammad Ali. That his music had an extra layer of inexplicable magic that didn't just make you want to dance, but actually made you believe that you could fly, dare to dream, be anything that you wanted to be. Because that is what heroes do, and Michael Jackson was a hero.
て紹介するのはキングオブポップのあの曲。
네, 다음 소개해드릴 곡은 정말 영광스럽네요. 이 곡을 제가 소개를 하다니. 제가 또 굉장히 좋아하는 아티스트니까. 곡을 골랐었네요, 형이. 마이클 잭슨의 You But I Don't Know. 야, 이 곡은 말이 필요한가요? 그쵸. 진짜 말이 필요가 없는 곡이에요. 진짜 너무나도 감동스러운 곡이고 저에게 정말 위로가 됐던 그런 곡이에요. 아직까지 듣고 있고요. 이거는 제가 춤을 시작할 때부터 들었던 곡인 것 같아요. 네, 그리고 공연 영상도 많이 찾아봤고, 그리고 최근에 제가 또 다시 듣는 이유가 뭔가 이렇게 찾아보다가 또 이 슈퍼볼의 공연 영상을 봤는데, 저는 그 영상 봤죠. 그 영상을 보고 와, 이거 마이클 잭슨의 곡을 다시 한번 이렇게 싹 듣게 되더라고요. 그래가지고 굉장히 어쨌거나 팝의 황제잖아요. 그럼 레전드. 그럼요. 그러다 보니까 너무나도 존경스럽고 진짜 저희들의 롤 모델인 것 같아요. 네.
Would be your choice of song? Would you do a bit Drake, Kiki, Do You Love Me?
I don't know. I'm a Michael Jackson fan, so I could do any Michael Jackson song. I pretty much know all the lyrics to those.
Favorite Michael Jackson song?
Favorite?
Yeah.
That's impossible.
It's impossible. Favorite album?
It's like picking my favorite kid.
Okay.
Like, I attempt to do Michael turns. My turns are not as smooth as Michael Jackson. I don't think anybody will ever be as smooth as Michael Jackson because he just kind of... And I'm doing that on a chair, people, okay? He did it without a chair. He did it with his feet. No, I was there with Michael Jackson for Halloween. It was funny because I actually went through a phase in, like, 6th grade. When he passed away, I, went through a phase of dressing like him, like, every day. It was a little weird, but I did it in a cute way. It wasn't in a creepy way. I watched This Is It, 5 times in theaters, and I wore black skinny jeans and kind of loafery kind of shoes and some type of military-esque jacket. So it was cute.
Sounds really cute.
But it was Michael Jackson. First ever celebrity crush? I don't even remember, to be honest. I think maybe, I've always been a fan of Michael Jackson, so I guess that counts.
You knock me off of my feet now, baby.
That's a very good answer.
Everybody loves
Favorite
MJ.
era? Any favorite era of Michael Jackson?
Is there a non-favorite era? It's just all amazing.
Well, I'm an off-the-wall man. Are you?
I'm a throughout the career
Fair
man, honestly.
Who is your first celebrity crush?
Sean Cassidy.
Mine is a tie between Donny Osmond and Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say that, and I think I speak for everyone, that my heart goes out to you and your family for what you've gone through the last 2 years.
Thank
I just
you.
can't imagine what that has been like and how you've pulled through. So I want to say, loved personally, and I really, I wish I had met him because I was such a huge fan. And I saw him actually in New Orleans one time. I was living in New Orleans, and he was there, and I heard that Michael Jackson was there, and I heard the restaurant he was in. And I was 18 years old, and I walked back to the bathroom just to pass the table, and I just glanced over for a second. I could hardly see him. I walked so fast to act like I was really just going to the bathroom that I didn't see him, so there was no point in walking past him. And then I stayed in the bathroom pretending to how long would I wash my hands, how long, and then I walked back and I didn't even see him because I wanted to not look like I was looking for him.
Cute.
But I just was a huge fan. I thought he was, and I loved the music that he wrote, which was all about healing the world and being
absolutely.
recently performed with Michael Jackson. What was it like working with him?
Yeah, I did a show with him in New York, and we sang The Way You Make Me Feel together. And it was very cool. It was till afterwards that I realized what had just happened. I was like, I just performed with Michael Jackson. Like, it was weird, you know? But no, it was very cool. It's something that I'll be able to tell my kids, you know? It was very cool.
I didn't really realize what had happened until I got off the stage, and I was like, I just performed with Michael Jackson, man. It was just really an amazing experience for me, because The Way You Make Me Feel, that's the song that I performed with him. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. So it was awesome. It was really, really amazing. I was very honored that he wanted to do this song.
When I was younger and I'd watch Madonna and Michael, they're just like, you know, performing and putting their heart out there.
I just think he's a genius. He's not only an incredible songwriter, but he's an incredible performer, everything, you know, and I just really respect his music. He's amazing.
Oh my lordy, Billie Jean. I remember playing that song over and over again in my room. I would look at myself in the mirror and just pretend I was the girl, and I was just like, oh my God, I love that song.
Michael Jackson. What I read about the fact that you're going to do a duet with Michael Jackson was it was going to be a duet with Michael Jackson, and that it'll be out next year.
It's not really a duet. I'm not really supposed to say, but the part I can say, he did phone me, and we did talk on the telephone, man.
And was it like your phone, did your own personal phone ring? And you
yes,
went,
it did.
hello?
Yes, it did. And I was like, hello? And I was like, hi, can I speak to Brittany? I was like, this is her. Hi, this is Michael. I was like, Michael who? Michael Jackson? I was like, who is this? Who is this? I was such a dork. But it was him.
Come on, tell me the whole conversation.
Well, I can't tell you that.
Oh, can you not? Oh, but he said, hi, it's Michael.
Well, he called me Applehead. I don't know why he called me Applehead, I'll tell you that much. He called me. He was like, hello? He was like, can I speak to Brittany, please? And I was like, who is this? And he goes, who is this? And he goes, this is Michael Jackson. And I was like, no, this is not. I was like, who is this? I was like, who is? I mean, like, Michael Jackson calling your phone just in the middle of the day. Okay. And I was like, who is this? And he's like, it's Michael Jackson. And I was like, so finally I was like, really? Is this really him? Is it really him? She's like, I don't know. I was like, oh, okay, well, how are you? And he started talking to me more, and I realized it was him. But it was, I'll never forget that moment, ever.
You in New York on such a special night, and it's even more special because it just so happens to be someone special's birthday. This is someone who has inspired me and just about everybody in this room and the world. I consider him the artist of the millennium. So happy birthday, my friend, the King of Pop.
God bless you. I love you too. Thank you very much, Britney Spears. You look wonderful. If someone had told me that one day I would be getting, as a musician, the Artist of the Millennium Award, I wouldn't have believed it. This is really amazing. I can't believe it. All the fans around the world, I love you. God bless you. Thank you.
I mean, I think that he's done, I mean, if you really think of a genius that he is, I mean, he's brilliant. And Billie Jean, all the old stuff that he used to do, I think he's great.
Doesn't he worry you, though? The baby over the balcony kind of Michael Jackson?
Well, I think maybe growing up, like, at such a young age, and it's probably affected him somewhat, and maybe it's kind of, but I think he's a great person at heart, and I just think maybe he needs me to call him, maybe. You know, he probably needs some friends around him, to be honest, or, you know.
You think all the stuff written about him is untrue with little kids?
I want to think that's untrue. I choose to believe that's untrue. Yeah.